Now mute yourself. Whenever I ask any question, then unmute yourself. Okay. So now in unit 1, we are going to first learn some basic terminology before going to start the actual concept with FSM without output and FSM with output. So first we will going to see basic concept like what is symbol, string, language, formal language, natural language, basic machine and finite state machine. So in today's session we are going to cover these things, that is basic terminology. Okay. Now in basic concept, we will yesterday we just have seen the definition of symbols and strings. So we have seen what is symbol. So it is the symbol, it is an abstract or user defined entity, and example is letters, digits, or any other character. So this is what the definition of symbol. In NSEM exam or in INSEM exam, you will get or question will be asked based on this terminology for near about 4 to 6 marks, where they will ask you sub point like what is symbol, what is alphabet, what is string, what is power set. Okay, so here symbol, it is an abstract or user defined entity. Example we have seen, you can use letters like from small a to z or capital A to z, digits like 0 to 9 digits, or any other characters like at symbol, hash symbol, dollar symbol, or plus minus symbols. Okay, now what is alphabet? So here it is a finite set of symbols. Okay, alphabet is based on symbol. Okay, and it is finite set, means it is what its number of elements will be some specific, or it is counted. Okay, and the its notation is summation symbol. So you have to show the alphabet using summation symbol. Okay, now some examples of using alphabet, like if you want to show the alphabet for decimal, then you can show it within the set. We know the definition of set. Okay, it is collection of unique element. So here 0 to 9 I want to show it is in set to show what decimal alphabet. Now if I want to show ternary alphabet, then in alphabet or summation equal to, in set we have to show ternary numbers, that is 0 1 2. If I want to show the set of binary alphabet, then it summation or alphabet symbol equal to 0 1, and set of uppercase alphabet, then A to Z, capital A to Z for this alphabet. So in this way you can show alphabet. Okay, now whenever onwards, if I tell you to write a statement for designing of particular finite automata or particular machine with alphabet 0 1, then what you have to write? Alphabet equal to 0 comma 1. If I told you write design an automata for given alphabet 0 1 2, then how you will write it? Alphabet equal to 0 1 2. Okay, in this way you have to do the practice of writing with this notation, that is summation. Okay, apart from this, there is one concept like string. What is string? Okay, so string is, it is finite sequence of symbols over a given alphabet. Okay, we are going to see its example, and it is denoted by small case letter like X, Y, Z, U, V, or W. Okay, so if I say W equal to ABC, or for example, if string X equal to ABC, then what will be its finite sequence? Okay, so if string is ABC, X equal to ABC, and if I say prefixes, we have to find prefixes of X. So prefixes of X means what? There will be epsilon. Epsilon means what? This symbol denotes what? Nothing in string, or it is empty string. So we are going to find particular sequence of symbols. Okay, so epsilon means what? Nothing in string. Or related to string ABC, prefixes of X will be what? Only A, or prefixes of X will be only AB, or it will be ABC. Means what we are trying to do here, we are trying to take all the possible combination for the string ABC as a prefixes of that string. Then what is suffixes? Suffixes means after we can say after that particular character or after that particular string. So suffix x can be null. Null means what? Nothing or empty string. That is what we denote it with using epsilon. Or it is only C, or it is BC, or it is ABC. Okay. Now, what is proper prefixes? Proper prefixes means what? See here. Prefix of x already we have found here. That is epsilon, A, AB, and ABC. Now, whenever we are going to find proper prefixes of x, then it will be all the set that is similar to prefixes of x, but here you have to exclude ABC. Okay, so it will be epsilon, A and AB, but not ABC, because ABC is your original string, and whenever we are going to find proper prefixes, it means what? We have to exclude this ABC, that original string. Okay, and it is similar for proper suffixes of x. It means what? You have to consider epsilon, C, BC, but you have to exclude A, B, C. Okay. So here, this is what the string, where it is a finite sequence of symbols over over a given alphabet, and it is denoted with particular letter, small case letter, especially small case letter like X, Y, Z, U, V, or W. Okay. We have seen its example where one string is given, we have found some prefixes of that string or suffixes of that string, as well as we have seen what is meant by proper prefix and proper suffix. Okay. Now, next is empty string. So, what is empty string? So, as I already told here, whenever you are going to use symbol epsilon, this epsilon is nothing but it is considered as an empty string with zero length, with zero length. So this is known as what? Empty string. We are looking for all the basic terminology. Okay, hope side by side you are taking your own notes where you will understood the concept. Okay, after this session. Next is language. Next we are looking for language. Okay, now before language, again there is one concept like clean closure. I hope that already you have know the meaning of closure concept. You studied in what? Set operation in discrete structure. So once again we are looking for epsilon alphabet closure or clean closure concept. It is set of strings over a fixed alphabet. Okay, it is denoted as alphabet closure. Okay, so alphabet closure symbol is also known as clean closure. इसको ही हम क्या बोल सकते हैं? Clean closure. Okay, now exactly what clean closure contains? So if we define this clean closure in terms of symbolic representation or in terms of equation, then it will be alphabet closure equals to alphabet raised to 0 union alphabet raised to 1 union alphabet raised to 2. Okay, now what alphabet raised to 0 will show? So this alphabet raised to 0 means that set has 0 string. 0 string means what? Empty string. And empty string we always denote with what? Epsilon. Empty string we always denote with what? Epsilon. Union, what is alphabet raised to 1? Alphabet raised to 1, it means that set hold or that set contains only one element in that string. Only one element. Whose or one element, it means whose length or the element length is 1. Element length is 1. Like here you can show, you can see single A shows length of string is 1. Single A shows length of string is 1. That is nothing but alphabet raised to 1. Union alphabet raised to 2. Alphabet raised to 2 means what? Whose the set of the set who contains the length of strings or length of element having length 2. So here you can say double A means its length is 2. Its length is 2. So it is alphabet raised to 2. In the same way, if I say alphabet raised to 4 means what? The set whose length is 4. Okay, whose element's length is 4. So when we go with making union of alphabet raised to 0, union alphabet raised to 1, union alphabet raised to 2, so it gives me what? Clean closure. Okay, for example, let's see one example where alphabet shows only one element, that is A. So for this alphabet which is small case letter, if we want to find out alphabet closure, then it will show starting with epsilon. Epsilon means what? Alphabet raised to 0. Nothing, there is no string in the set. So first it will start with epsilon, comma. If we take A as a single element, then it is union alphabet raised to 1. So it is A, comma. If we say alphabet raised to 2 means what? Double A, union triple A, union 4A, up to it will be raised to n. Okay, so this terms is known as what? Clean closure with specific element A. Now let's take another example. If I say alphabet equals to 0, 1, alphabet equals to 0, 1, then alphabet closure equal to what it will be? First you have to consider alphabet raised to 0 length, means what? Epsilon means what? Nothing, no string. Then elements are 0 and 1. So if we consider only single element 0, only single element 1, so this 0, 1 is nothing but what? Whatever is the alphabet raised to 1, means whose length is 1. If we show the combination of 0, 1, so it will be 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, or 0, 0. So these, for all the combination with 2 length 2 will be considered as alphabet raised to 2. If you show the combination 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, so with length 3, so it is alphabet raised to 3. So here in such a way you can find out what? Alphabet closure, which is union of 0, 1, length of alphabet raised to 0, 1, 2. Okay. Now this is the concept of clean closure. Alphabet raised to star means what? Clean closure. Now what is meant by alphabet raised to plus? So whenever alphabet closure, again we have shown one equation, then alphabet closure equals to alphabet raised to plus union epsilon. If we make union with alphabet raised to plus, then we got what? Epsilon closure. So what is meant by alphabet plus? So alphabet plus is set of all sequence over the alphabet where we are ignoring or we are excluding 2 epsilon symbol. Okay, 2 epsilon symbol. So if you look at here, then this alphabet plus have all the elements similar to alphabet closure, but just there is removal of epsilon in alphabet plus. So this is difference between epsilon closure and epsilon plus. So what we can say in normal language to whom clean closure? So clean closure we can say it is the occurrence of element for 0, 0 for epsilon. So 0 or n number of times. So this, when we are going to say 0 or n number of times the element should represent, then it terms considered as alphabet closure. And when we say alphabet plus, so here we have to say at least one occurrence of that element or n number of occurrences will be possible, then this concept is known as alphabet plus. For alphabet closure we are going to say 0 or n number of occurrences, and for alphabet plus we are going to say 1 or n number of occurrences. So I hope you will understood the concept with clean closure and alphabet plus. Have you write this? आपने लिखा है ये स्क्रीन पे जो है?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good, very good. So should I move further?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now next.
मैम आपकी आवाज स्लो आ रही है.
आवाज स्लो आ रही है?
हाँ मैम.
Okay, okay. I will speak out.
पानी पी बेटा.
ठीक है. Okay, I will speak loudly more. Okay, now am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Now next is formal language. Now for formal language, it is based on rules. Okay. Now this is not like your English grammar. You are looking for, you are learning language. This formal language related to machine. Okay. Now, so the name formal language, it means what? It is based on some rules. Okay. So what are the rules and symbols are here explicitly stated, and rules for forming string or word as well as sentence are explicitly stated. Currently, you just remember one thing, that whenever we are going to use one formal language for the machine, then it is completely based on certain rules. Okay. Now, here, after this some particular terminology, we are going to start with the concept of basic machine. Okay. Now, here, every machine recognize an input from input set I and produces output set O. Now here, as I yesterday only I told you that every machine recognize or an input from input set I and produces output set O. So in this theory of computation, we are interested in machine which shows whatever is the input and which shows whatever will be output produced. We are not interested in between procedure of working of any machine. Okay. So if we consider any machine, we have to just check for what input what will get output. Okay. So not interested in procedure for basic machine, but interested in output produced by machine. A basic machine can be viewed as a function. MAF. Means what? Machine function. MAF means what? Machine function, where that machine function for input produces output. Okay. Now, for example, in Dell subject, you already learned AND gate, OR gate. Okay. So just take the example of AND gate. Okay. Now, input to the AND gate is what? I equals to, we know that always we give some input in terms of 0 and 1. So if I give input like 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1, then what output we expect for AND gate? Output will be again in terms of 0 or 1. So if we consider AND gate as machine, if we consider AND gate as one machine, so here this machine will represent as machine function, shows machine function where input is 0 0. Now we know the property of AND gate. What is the property of AND gate? When the both values are 1, then output will be 1. So here one value is 0, another value is 0, so output is 0. One value is 0, another value is 1, so output is 0. One value is 1 0, output is 0. When both the values are 1, then output will be 1. So if we consider AND gate as machine, so its machine function will be as like this, where input is given and output you can produce as per the property of AND gate. Okay, so this is we have talked about what? One basic machine. Now after basic machine, we have to talk about finite state machine. Just we have what we have seen, one basic machine, okay, related to AND gate. Similar you can calculate for OR gate. Now in the same way, we have to look for what? Finite state machine. Okay. Now for finite state machine, the meaning itself, you have to use one basic machine where your MAF, that is machine function, shows particular input and produces particular output. Now in finite state machine, for example related to again Dell, you have find out what? Mod 100. So or mod 10. Let's take example of mod 10. Then what is the output of mod 10? Can anyone tell? What is the output of mod 10? Directly for particular input you get mod 10 output, or you get output in terms of particular steps, like first you found mod 1, mod 2, mod 3, mod 4, 5 6 7 8 9 and 10, right? It means what? There will be some machines, or there will be some machines whose MAF will not directly input produces output. It will be input in some next state will produces output. Okay, it means what? ऐसे जो मशीन है फाइनाइट स्टेट मशीन, जिसमें क्या है कि कुछ स्टेट्स इन बिटवीन आ रहे हैं, डायरेक्टली आपको इनपुट को आउटपुट जनरेट नहीं हो रहा है, इन बिटवीन आपको पर्टिकुलर स्टेप फॉलो करते हुए जाना है, तब जाके पर्टिकुलर इनपुट लिया, उसका नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या है वो लिया तो कुछ तो भी आउटपुट मिला, फिर से इनपुट लिया, नेक्स्ट स्टेप लिया, फिर एट द एंड आपको आपका क्या जनरेट हुआ है यहाँ पे आउटपुट। तो इसको हमको क्या बोलना है? फाइनाइट स्टेट मशीन। ओके, so here it is concerned about what internal state the machine has and how its state behaves on different intermediate inputs. Okay, so machine function input into state gives output. और यहाँ पे स्टेट जनरेट हो रहा है इन बिटवीन, तो यहाँ पे और एक फंक्शन हमको देखना है, दैट इज STF. दैट STF इज नथिंग बट स्टेट ट्रांजिशन फंक्शन। ये क्या है? स्टेट ट्रांजिशन फंक्शन। ठीक है, तो ये स्टेट ट्रांजिशन फंक्शन मतलब क्या है कि डायरेक्टली इनपुट इनटू स्टेट आउटपुट नहीं मिलेगा हमको, पहले एक इनपुट लिया, फिर हमको जैसे कि मॉड 1 मिला तो हम आगे गए मॉड 2 के लिए, फिर से इनपुट लिया, मॉड 2 का आउटपुट लिया, हम गए मॉड 3 के लिए, इनपुट लिया, मॉड 3 का आउटपुट लिया, हम गए मॉड 4 के लिए, ऐसे करते 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 फिर हमको आउटपुट मिला मॉड 10, राइट? सो दिस स्टेट फंक्शन शोज इनपुट इनटू स्टेट विल बी नेक्स्ट स्टेट। ओके, सो यहाँ पे हमने अभी क्या पढ़ा? फाइनाइट स्टेट मशीन पढ़ा, जिसमें नाउ हमने क्या किया है? पर्टिकुलर फाइनाइट मतलब क्या? एक काउंटिंग हम कर सकते हैं 1 2 3 4 ऐसा ऐसा फिक्स नंबर और डिटरमाइंड नंबर हम वहां पे ले सकते हैं। सो MAF यहाँ पे क्या आया? इनपुट इनटू स्टेट विल यूज आउटपुट, बट व्हाट इज STF? स्टेट ट्रांजिशन फंक्शन क्या हुआ यहाँ पे? तो इनपुट इनटू स्टेट गिव्स यू नेक्स्ट स्टेट। ओके, नाउ यहाँ पे S is finite set of internal state, I is set of input symbols and O is set of output symbols.